Should you draft Devonta Smith in fantasy football this year? Well, let's talk about it. Devonta Smith is on a team that hates him, and he's in the worst position out of anyone in the NFL. Devonta Smith finished as the wide receiver 27 last year, and he's currently the wide receiver 25. So and the 53rd overall player. So he's staying in the same range to where he finished. And listen, Devonta Smith, the Eagles are not a friendly team for Devonta Smith. First of all, he's a 2 to A.J. Brown, and we don't like drafting wide receiver 2s because they're not the dominant guy, and their production tends to be inconsistent. So not only is Devonta Smith a wide receiver 2, but he's also on a team that is really run heavy last year. They have Saquon Barkley is the bell cow of the Eagles, and assuming he doesn't get injured, they're probably still going to keep using him. Also, last year, Jalen Hurts was a bad passer. He was an objectively mid to bad passer. And it was kind of uncharacteristic for him. He's usually a better passer. He's not an incredible passer, but he's usually a much, above average passer. But he's really bad last year, which is really bizarre and doesn't bode well if he continues to pass like this. The Eagles are just... Actually, that's it. I don't have anything else to make. The point being, Devonta Smith has a wide range of outcomes where he can be. He has an incredibly low floor and an incredibly high ceiling, which, if that's what you're into, good for you. That's just not what it entices me, because I prefer my players to have at least some semblance of a floor, especially if I'm going to put them in as a, borderline wide receiver 2 like Devonta Smith is currently going as. He's going to be a boom-bust player. He's going to have weeks where he puts up 20-plus points, and he's going to have weeks where he goes under 5. That's just what's going to happen. He's kind of touchdown dependent. The good weeks tend to correlate with when he catches touchdowns. I know, crazy correlation, but that just shows that he's not really getting the yards or receptions to really force his way forward. He doesn't, there was a stretch last year, 4 targets, 2 targets, 7 targets, 6 targets, 3 targets, 6 targets. The 7 and 6s aren't bad targets necessarily, but the 4 and 4-3-2, those were bad. And even with the 7 and 6s, you've got to be making really high value plays with that, because you're not going to catch all those targets. So if we're looking at a guy who's getting, maybe 4 or 5 catches a game sometimes, you've got to get touchdowns, or you got to get big plays to be a actually good wide receiver too. So I don't hate Devonta Smith. He's just a player who I'm not really targeting him. If I come down to the point where I need a wide receiver, there's much worse options than Devonta Smith. But he's definitely a guy who I'm going to give a grade of C+ to, because I feel like he's a guy who I'm not excited about, but he's going to get the job done. And that really feels C+ to me.